What it do, Dream Team? It's your boy D Neal and
Mackenzie
back with another reaction video. Before we dive in, make sure you guys subscribe, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Here we are with 7 impressive things Australia does best. I'm excited to jump in. So that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Ben,
Yes,
what should we do for a video this week?
I've been thinking about that. This should be what Australians do best.
There are some things that Australia really does best, and here are 7 of those things. Number 1 is the healthcare. I really can't think of anywhere else that does healthcare like Australia.
Recently, some friends of ours came over for a visit and they was astonished by how quick the medical system was. They even managed to get a same day doctor appointment.
And then when she went to the appointment,
And they also have a video where they had to actually visit the hospital in Australia. And we're gonna check that one out too. But continue.
she was in and out. She'd gone to her doctor's appointment, got a blood test next door, and got a prescription from the chemist, all within 20 minutes. She couldn't believe it, and to be honest, we've never seen a country that does it quite like that either. Obviously, this is possibly not in every place in Australia, especially if you go rural, but certainly where we are, the majority of pathology places are pretty close to the doctors and you can usually walk in. You know, there might be certain things that you can't just walk into, such as a CT scan, but the majority of testing you can get pretty quickly. However Australia is managing this, they're doing it really well. I honestly can't think of another country where you get the kind of service and it's a public medical system. I mean, tell us if we're wrong, put it in the comments, we'd love to know, but we don't know of anywhere that does better healthcare than Australia on a public system.
Good on.
Yeah, I feel like all that in 20 minutes is crazy.
right?
Like that's and for it to be a public healthcare system.
I can't even
like,
get tested for the flu without it taking 5 hours.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It don't make sense.
It don't make sense.
And
Offer
yeah,
them to put a swab up your nose and then send it to the lab.
exactly, and that's not private healthcare. That's not coming out your pockets a bunch of money every month for the best care in the world. You feel? That's public healthcare. Australia be taking care of their people when it comes to healthcare, man, and I absolutely love that because that's how you should treat your citizens.
Yes.
Continue.
On your Australia.
Number 2 is the pay. So Australians are paid incredibly well, and I know that a few of you have commented in the past that Australian prices are high, and so it doesn't really make much difference. But actually,
Australia pay a fair living wage.
I do think that after pay, Australians do have some money generally left over for lifestyle, and although you might not think it's a lot if you're from Australia, I feel that a lot of Australians get a better standard of living and lifestyle than in many other countries. I think Australia are doing it very well. Number 3.
Yeah, they do get paid. Their minimum wage is a lot bigger than ours. Gosh dang it. It's almost double, it feel like. It actually is more than double what our actual minimum wage is. I mean, like I said, a lot of places don't pay minimum wage. They pay more than that now, but Australia, you can make a living working at McDonald's.
Which is crazy.
On everything.
You definitely can't do that here.
You can't do that here, bro.
Like, the only way to make a living is social media. And or being like a doctor or a lawyer.
Yeah. Or you got like outside of working at McDonald's, then you got to go to another job after that. If you got to have multiple jobs, you got to slave yourself to death if you're not in a highly paid profession.
Yup.
I've definitely experienced that. I did like it.
I didn't like it.
Didn't like it.
It's the coffee. We don't even drink coffee.
How did that happen? When you moved your leg?
I'm not sure.
Even we know Australians do it best. It's brought into their lives quite an early age. I see a lot of school kids, like high school kids, they're actually drinking coffee already.
They actually sell it to them in the schools.
I think Australians would actually admit that they are coffee snobs.
If you're used to Australian coffee, then to go and drink coffee elsewhere, you'd probably Turn your nose up. Even as non-coffee drinkers, we are well aware that the Australian coffee standards are high. Number 4 is Aussie friendliness and service.
I knew about their coffee. Like, it's like one of the best countries on earth to get coffee from. I didn't know they were serving it to high school. That's crazy.
I didn't know that either.
That's insane. Yeah, Australia, I guess, definitely got the best coffee culture, so I guess it's understandable. But when I was in high school, most of us ain't really like coffee.
No.
There was some of course, they're gonna like, but most of us didn't like coffee.
I don't think. Well, it's pretty big right now.
Yeah.
Everybody drinking coffee.
Yeah, everybody loves the Starbucks but that don't be coffee. That'd be basically a milkshake in a cup people be drinking.
It depends on I think if you're basing it off mine, then yes. But if you're basing it off their coffee is just terrible, bro.
I feel that. Yeah, one time I was at I never order anything from Starbucks, but my friend got me something from Starbucks, and I took a drink, and I was like, bro, this tastes like liquid ice cream. Like,
yeah, I think that's a frappuccino.
It might have been that.
That's what I get. I don't actually get like coffee.
Yeah.
But like my older sister, she gets like triple, double shots of like espresso.
Oh my god!
And, it's terrible. It's so strong. It's terrible.
I don't even want to think about it. Let's continue.
We are really impressed by it. So you go into somewhere and people are smiling, people are friendly, people welcome you, they want you to be there. I mean, obviously this isn't the case in every single place. You're always going to get a rogue employee somewhere, or owner somewhere. But as an overall general thing, we think that Australia does it best. We've not been anywhere friendlier. Probably the friendliest place we've ever been.
But there is one cafe which is very famous to be very rude in Brisbane.
Oh, is that in Brisbane?
It's in one of the Westfields.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that. I actually saw someone took their
Do you want to say the name of it?
granddad.
I can't think.
I don't know the name of it.
Karen's Restaurant.
That's it.
You've got to be a Karen.
I feel like that's like, because we got that too though. We Karen's Diner or something like that.
Yeah, we have that, and we have a place called Dick's.
Yeah.
And it's a restaurant, and they put like mean things on your hat.
Yeah. And I got that place. I've seen a UK video where they also got like a Karen's Diner or something similar where they basically just insult you the whole time.
Yeah, we also have one of those too.
How would you feel about going there?
I think I'd be fine because it's jokes.
I feel like you'll say so.
I feel like
at
it
some
would
point
depend.
you'll say something back, bro.
I probably, because I have a little attitude, but I think it would just depend on how far somebody took something. You know what I mean? But I feel like if it was coming like towards me, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like it would be really, really hard. Like if it was like family and they're being mean to family, I'd be like, this is probably not the best spot for us. I don't know that I could hold my tongue back.
But I also feel like most places that we walk into, like it's like friendly, like customer service is great, like friendly, people help you with the smile.
Sometimes.
Yeah, of course you're gonna have your places.
Although we went, I want to say, which it was not a restaurant, but I want to say we went to Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And he went up to somebody to ask him something, and she went, and I could have just like punched her in the throat.
yeah. She took a side, but I just assumed
she was like, wait, she said something smart.
I can't remember what she said.
Yeah, but she like huffed and she was like, and rolled her eyes, and she said something smart to him, and I wanted to go off so bad. Like, this is your job. Be nice.
It was like, I know it was like a Lord help me or like not me or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take it personal because I just felt like, well, maybe like she's new and she's like scared of people coming up to her asking her where things are because she don't know where.
Which I told Darren, like I was like, obviously I understand that, but there's a way of going about that, and that was very rude.
And I do agree, like no matter what, like know what I'm saying, you treat customers very nicely and you're not rude.
Yes,
especially if they're not coming at you with the rude vibe.
Right, I feel like to me, and I've worked retail for a while. But I feel like every time I always started a job, it didn't matter if I didn't know. I would let them know, like, hey, yeah, you can ask me, and I might know where it's at, but just so you know, I'm new to this, and I might not know. Yeah. If you want to continue to ask me, if you'd like to find somebody else, that's cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? But you don't have to have an attitude with people, and She wasn't new because I've seen her around.
I agree with that's how it should have been handled, but like I didn't take it personal that like she did that.
But Darian doesn't take most things personal, but that's why he has me because I take it personal and I handle it for him. They don't put something right on his food, he won't say nothing. But guess who will? Me. He'd be like, "It's okay. I'll just pick it around it." No, you won't. You gonna get what you ordered.
She will. She really will, bro.
Like when we go to Taco Bell and they pour sour cream all over his food and he won't eat it, I'll go fix it. Take it back. It ain't what he ordered.
I'm grateful to have her for that. 'Cause, it's just not who I am.
Yes, he gets so frustrated like that when they don't give him the stuff that he orders, but he won't say nothing.
Yeah.
So
I don't know why, but that's just how
That's why you know he needs me.
I'm glad to have her around. You feel me? Handle these situations.
When you go there, they just insult you constantly and try and throw you out, give you really bad service, but it's part of the theme.
Yeah.
It's a Karen.
And people take their family members there and record it for a giggle. Number 5 is that so many areas here get to retain their identity. Everywhere is not the same in Australia, and all of these individual towns and individual beautiful suburbs, they've all got their own personality. Even the different cities, it's not like it's all just become the same. I think where a lot of places in the world have got more built up, they've lost a lot of that character and charm because everything's become a bit samey, whereas Australia's really managed to retain it in many of their towns. Even the various cities within Australia, they've all retained a character of their own, and there's a big difference between every city within Australia. Anywho, so that makes Australia really special because, as we've said in previous videos, you can go to all these different places and you're going to have a different experience everywhere you go because they've kept their identity.
So number 6.
I do really like that.
Yeah.
I feel like here, like she said, we do like just go into a lot of places and just start building like the same thing we build in other places. It's like if it works here, businesses are like, let's expand and put it here, and then every place starts looking the same no matter where you go.
Yeah.
And so I understand what she means, and I like you travel to different places to have a different experience because that's what traveling's about, right?
Right.
Continue.
Is the artisan culture. Australians love beautiful handmade crafts, and over here they're very, very good at it.
And the great thing is about these, the artisan culture here, is that it is supported by all of these markets that we have. So it's a perfect environment for artisans to thrive. Number 7.
You're counting.
I missed my fingers. Number 7 is that the Australians have the chance to kickstart themselves financially. So one of the incredible things here is that there are jobs that you can go to. So either FIFO, which is like fly in, fly out, or you can go and work in the middle of nowhere and you get paid a really high wage. That might not be something you can continue long term, but it gives a lot of young people a kickstart to getting a deposit together for a house, or anything that you need the money for, you get that chance to do it. And as I said, it's not something that everybody can do long term, and certainly maybe not when you've got a family. Some people do, but it's a great opportunity for people to kickstart their savings and their finances.
I know a lot of guys that have started their careers out going to the mine. While they're away working, then they're just putting that money away because the mines are actually paying for all their food and lodgings. So they're just putting money away constantly, and like Maz said, they get paid a decent wage. Sometimes you don't even have to have experience in what you're doing.
It might even be that you're a cook or a chef, and and again they pay you good rates because you're having to work in the middle of nowhere. And it doesn't matter what your background is, where you come from. Every Australian has that opportunity to get out and really kickstart themselves financially.
So, wait, stop.
If you hear lots of huffing and puffing on this video,
it's not just me.
It's not us.
It's the dogs.
They're running around.
Or I'll do my fingers differently. Look, there, 7.
So cool, Ben. It's so cool.
Maths.
Hashtag. So weird.
If you do want to go for a really bad experience, go there.
We haven't been.
No. Probably will do, because I like to take this carrot.
I'm not a carrot.
This flower looks like it's like a headpiece.
Oh, everything.
Pretty.
Yeah, I've got a bonnet. No plugs, I'm not being induced.
Yeah, we've not actually
induced.
been.
Said I'm not
What is wrong with you?
I'm not well.
Oh yeah,
I've got
you've got COVID. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check this one out.
That's me. I'll hold it.
We'll see you next week.
Bro, they're such a dope couple, bro. I love watching the videos. Such genuinely nice people. And I think it's cool to be able to go get a financial kickstart. Like, you can go work somewhere for a little bit and they pay you a very high wage.
I like how they included the dog in their thumbnail.
Right? That's part of the fam. They got 3 girls.
You would die.
Yeah. I would love to have girls, love to have daughters, but I want a son for sure. 100%.
See, I grew up.
Set on wanting a son.
I grew up in a household of just 3 girls. Plus my mom, so 4 girls.
Yeah, I grew up in a house. I had 2 sisters and a mom. But then it was also me, my brother, and my dad. So 3 to 3. We had an equal household. You know what I'm saying? Equal numbers.
Yeah, I see. I didn't because, like I said, I grew up in the home that I grew up. It was me, my 2 sisters, my mom, and then my stepdad. And then when I would go to my dad's house, it would be my dad, my 3 brothers, and me, and I'd be the only female.
Yeah, see, good. I just don't know how equipped I am to deal with girls. They're much different species. I still don't understand women. Probably never will understand.
Nah.
But boys, completely understand.
Don't understand.
I can completely understand boys.
I can understand girls.
I think we're too simple for you guys to understand. We're just too simple of creatures. While you guys think complex, and it's like, no, we're much more simple than that. We're not complex creatures.
So you're saying we overthink as women?
You be overthinking a lot of stuff.
Women do.
Yeah, y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all think, like, sometimes when we do stuff, I feel like you, in your mind, you think, like, I had a plan or a plot or a scheme and I did all this to make you feel a certain way. And in my brain, it's like, I just did it in the moment. I didn't even think about nothing else. I just did it.
I feel like that's what we be talking about. Y'all just do stuff without thinking. Like, that's how y'all get in trouble, from doing stuff and not thinking.
Yes. But if y'all feel that way about doing stuff without thinking, then I don't understand why y'all be mad at us for, like, not being able to read your minds and not being able to pick up on certain things. Y'all know we not thinking. Look, so why you mad at us for not thinking?
Look, the only time I get mad about him not knowing what he did to make me mad or upset me is when I know that he knows.
I don't be knowing, bro. I don't know.
Because I think one of the last times we got into a little disagreement, it was, you kept saying that you were like, whoa, what happened? Because at this point in the conversation, that's when you got upset. Well, if you know, that should tell you right there that when you said this is when I got upset. So you should know. How do you not know?
I think my thing was like, well, how can you tell me how saying that upsets you? You feel me? Because in my head, I'm like, I did not, whatever I said, I'm like, I didn't think that was upsetting. That would be upsetting.
See, this is where this is all of our disagreements. This is all of our little arguments. It's because I can't get it through his little thick skull that just because something doesn't upset him doesn't mean it doesn't upset other people. But no, he doesn't think like that. I have to write it down and explain it to him thoroughly of why this upsets me. And that's not like, if something upsets him, I'm not going to question, well, why did that upset you? It doesn't upset me. We're two different people.
Because stuff don't upset me, so you would have to do that.
And by point, nothing upsets him. So why do I have to explain why it upsets me?
Don't let her do that though. Because one time we were driving in the car and she sensed that I was upset and irritated, and she got mad at me for feeling that way, and I wasn't even feeling that way. But because she thought I was upset or irritated, she got mad at me for that. So, what do you mean?
I didn't get mad. This is what happened.
He don't have to explain if he's upset. I wouldn't make a... You gonna get mad at me for being upset.
No, I said because he's always like happy and all go lucky. Okay, and I was having a good time. I was having a good day with him. We were out doing things. And we're in the car, and he just looks like he's miserable. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, nothing. I'm like, well, your vibe is bringing me down. It's upsetting me.
I'm not even allowed. I got to be happy, God dang it. I'm not allowed to feel upset. Or I'm not allowed to show it.
That's not what I was saying. I'm just saying, like, you're telling me nothing's wrong.
Nothing was wrong. I just wasn't like in a happy, positive. Like
he was saying that he was like in that day he was tired, but instead of saying like nothing's wrong, I'm just tired. Okay, that's fine. But he said nothing's wrong, and he just had like a straight face and just went back to being
nothing.
So I thought something was wrong. So I'm like, don't do that. If something's wrong, tell me.
Again, we're simple. If I say nothing wrong, that means ain't nothing wrong. But y'all, it made me laugh inside to see her get upset for thinking that I'm upset. Bro, in that moment, I said, I'm not allowed to be upset. Even if I really was, I'm not allowed. But that was funny. We need to start a podcast channel where we just talk to y'all about
our relationship.
Exactly. That's how we got it. Make sure y'all subscribe, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. We out.